Boom.
Oh,
We made it. We made
we
it.
did.
We made
And we're
it.
on time, babe. We are on time.
We
That's so
on time for the grind, man.
exciting.
That's beautiful.
Hey, Shanna. How are
What
you?
up, girl? What's going on?
And Jason, because you know Jason's close. He ain't too far.
Not too, never too far away.
Never too
That's his wifey. Boo.
far. Right.
Willie, what up there, brother? What is going
How is
on?
everybody doing?
Yeah. It is
My arm looks crazy.
Manic Monday. Was it manic? Was it a manic Monday for you?
It was a motivation Monday.
Really?
Yeah, it was a
Nothing wrong with that.
motivation Monday for me.
Too rich. What up? What's popping? What's popping?
I think the weather makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because it was nice and the sunlight comes in. It's not cold. It's not
Shoot.
yeah. Let me shut
Go
up.
ahead with that.
OJ, how are you? Happy belated birthday,
What up,
Mr.
old Jizzle?
OJ.
What up, my brother? From the same mother. What's popping?
We gotta go up there. We gotta visit them.
I've been wanting to.
I
We were supposed to go up
know.
there for OJ's birthday, man. We was
Yeah,
supposed
OJ,
to,
we
but
was gonna go surprise you.
yeah, Isa told us on Friday.
Friday.
Thursday or Friday. It's like, yeah, we're doing something big. Come up. I was like, that's tomorrow.
Right.
Man, these raggedy ass dogs. If I had no dogs, I'd have been up.
Yeah, we
Gone.
would have done it.
Atlanta, the ATL
Miss
shouty.
V, how are you?
Mentos, what up, soul brother? What is going on?
Joseph Harris. So
Big Joe?
we're
What
gonna
up?
wait till more people come in for me to explain to Joseph about how us women do when it comes
No, that's man.
with big
This ain't that.
events.
This ain't
Yes,
that.
we need time. We need months in advance to get
To get
right.
ready, real deal. What's
Right.
popping? What is the
Shanna
word?
can vouch for me. I know she's been looking for her outfit and her shoes and
Yeah,
getting ready. We dressed to
Sophia.
impress.
I see ya. I like. I'm. You don't gotta impress me. You already impressed me by smiling.
Oh, you know we live. Hey, Rick Ross.
Cal Hawk, what up, brother? What's going on?
Too rich.
Ricky Rose. What is the word, man?
Look,
Ooh.
Shanna got her shoes, but not a dress yet.
See, I could rock with that. Because a lot of times, finding that damn dress, man, listen.
It's going to take me forever.
I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm going to start off by offending somebody. We heard that somewhere a couple lives ago. But y'all can't be thinking the dress going to look like the model that they got. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the model that they got wearing that damn dress, and when you order that shit and get it back to the house, whoa, that should be different.
That's
different.
why we need an advance notice, because we can order now, and if it doesn't fit us or doesn't look right on us now, we have time to return it and continue to shop.
You're right.
We cannot wait.
Show me
till May to figure it
Show
out. We
me.
need to know now if it's gonna fit us if we order a dress.
Show me. No, show me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Urban, I gotta email you because I need you next Monday.
Urban.
Yes, I want to have you, Urban.
We need to bring some of that dirty wild bust him out of face, girl. Down on the live. You see me say? Big Riz, what up? What's popping?
You're too much for yourself.
What? I entertain my damn self, isn't it?
Right.
I turn myself on. Gone now, gone.
It says spent all that time to find the perfect dress and ends up wired up in a corner of the room.
Yeah. Well, shit. Some of them, I don't even know what happened to the dress that you ordered.
I returned it because it didn't fit right. So I returned it and I bought Alex a hat and whatever else I got him. What's up, Tap In?
Something. Coy, what up, brother?
But this year I know what style dress that I want, but I gotta wait to see the color if we're still gonna go with the color we're going with.
We whatever you like. Y'all know what it is. Tap In. What up, brother? What's going on?
$2.
That's that OG.
Mm-hmm.
The old triple double.
You know,
OG.
$2 kill me. If you've been watching his videos with his child, I'm talking about the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog was with the cousin today. And he's all, $2 so sweet. He's like a big teddy bear. And then he be like, oh, look at Luke playing with it. Like he's so like so. I said,
He's so mellow.
Yes.
He do like this. What's up? Is your boy $2?
Right here, Fisher. Fam, how are you?
What up, Ray? What up, fam? Moso, what's popping? Yo, man. So yeah, man. Listen. The meetup, y'all know already what's going on. Let me just say, it got more exciting today, this afternoon. I can't say no more.
You can't say it.
Yeah, because I didn't finish telling you.
Yeah, you did. First things first, you got to tell me before you tell them. That's number one. And number two, it's not our thing to say. They have to tune in tomorrow.
Well, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. And a lot of you that were in there yesterday. First of all, let's talk about last night.
I was asleep.
Oh, I'm glad.
You was acting up?
No, I wasn't acting up, but I'm about to act up. There's gonna be a couple guns missing sooner or later.
So listen, this is why I got my drink early.
Yeah, man. She's whining. She's dirty whining. Yo, anybody who is familiar, if you did not see the episode last night on a regular gun guy channel, go watch it. If you're not familiar with Stealth Arms as of yet.
Oh, I made my gun.
You made your gun? Damn. Hey, I'm gonna have to start me a gun fund because I need that Joker, boy.
Why are you scratching your veins, though? What is
I'm over here like
this.
I need that gun there.
Hey, Howard J. Why did you look like a whole fiend just now?
I know, because I'm bugging, because that gun is like, sometimes I wait for something to show up to excite my firearm interest. Everybody, anybody I talk to personally, I has heard me say this. Like, I be waiting for that one thing all year that's like, yo, I didn't even know that existed. Boom. Stealth Arms, Platypus. Build your own gun. That's the name of the gun. That's the actual name of the gun. We had a big discussion yesterday. That's the name of the gun. But listen, that shit is amazing.
I'm gonna start wearing lingerie that says platypus and Taurus and all this other.
Let me pull your checker.
Right.
Man. But yeah, that gun is crazy. Listen, y'all let me know. I'm gonna start my little gun fund sooner or later because Howard J, what's popping?
Listen,
fat guy with guns. What it is, Big Zach? What?
Nothing. I'm just me and you talked about this last Wednesday. I'm not all this money sitting around here just sitting.
You make it sound like we got something. We ain't that good, but I'm about to sell a couple of these guns. Anybody want a G2C?
What? How are you talking to the people before talking to me?
Man, fuck them guns. Trying to get me a damn Stealth Arms.
You got some Stealth Arms.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, I try. You come here often?
Sometimes.
So listen, man.
Every Monday, baby.
Shout out to everybody who already has got their order going. Tech Money, what up? What up? Terry Johnson, what is the deal, young lady?
What's going on, Zach?
So yeah, listen, it is an amazing firearm. Oh, $2. You know that. You know that. I can't wait. Listen. Last night, anybody who saw the episode, I had to kind of lay in the cut because we do the 5 on the fly thing. But when they started, right before I came on, they started talking about air racking it. And I was back there itching, like, come on, man. Y'all know this is my time. Let me say something. I'm gonna air rack the hell out of that Joker, man. That's gonna be.
I'm gonna put my all into air racking. I'm gonna air rack.
Give it a go.
I am.
It's fun.
Yo, you gotta have a lot of damn muscle for it, though.
Technique is what I say.
Oh,
technique.
Well, you and Alex got a strong technique because
we do it different. Both of us do it different too. I taught him how to do it, but we both do it differently. I don't know. But he's good at air racking.
Yo, this boy's in here vacuuming.
So
if y'all can hear the vacuum, excuse my child.
excuse us, because we got him these damn strip lights that go, the border of
Wait. They're what?
strip. They're on a strip and they're lights. So they're strip lights, not stripper lights, strip lights. So they go on the border of your ceiling and all that. And he's like, "Ooh, can you put them up, put them up, put them up?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, your room is a mess, man." It's like, "Oh, I'll clean it. I'll clean it." Nah, you be saying that all the time. You never do it. He's cleaning the hell out of that room, boy.
Cleaning it.
It looked like he likes Star Wars a bit, so it kind of looks like, I don't know what Star Wars ship they have or whatever.
I don't know, but the shit looks.
He put the red ones on. He's like, dun 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 dun.
Hey Monique, how are you?
Hey Monique, hey. That's what they say in Canada, right? Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you know?
So right now, like, you better not be nobody's Magic Mike.
Oh, shit.
And I watched that. No, I didn't.
I'll kick your ice. I'll kick your ice. Pour that drink right out.
Oh,
we had an argument about that earlier. Man,
God.
Listen. We were talking about what's the movie called? Creed 3. I said, I can't bring my wife to see no damn Creed 3. All these young fellas all muscled up and all that. I said, I couldn't sit in there and enjoy that. I said, my wife over here trying to watch Magic Mike XXL or something. I'm watching stupid shit like Animal Planet and Disney. I'd kick you.
I'm just saying, girls, it's on Netflix.
I hope y'all account get expired. I hope somebody else using that shit, but when you go to watch it, somebody that you gave to damn.
OJ said, "Where's the baby oil?" Oh, we got that. I love the baby oil we got too.
Smelling like coconut oil and shit.
Yeah, it's like a coconut oil baby oil.
Jag, what up? What up, brother?
Stop playing.
How you been? Yo, Jag, you going to the meetup? What happened? Jag was at the last one.
He was, right?
Yep. He had a good
You
time.
know, I'm gonna be honest, people. I remember people's faces, but I can't remember certain people. I can't put their names and all that. Yeah, with their faces.
Yeah, Skilly face. You can't forget.
Yeah,
that,
Skilly,
really.
BP.
Yeah, you're gonna. But you're not gonna see Skilly this year, though.
I know. He over here playing games like he didn't know every year when he's supposed to show up for the shit.
Damn,
Skilly, you know every year you're supposed to show up.
It is what it is.
I made Sherry watch the Crips so she could show how buff I really am.
Yep.
Hey, Jane, what do you mean, Jag? You don't know?
Well,
why are you over here playing games?
That's all right.
This is a family reunion. Every year, you gotta come to the family reunion. You know somebody gonna show out.
True that. Like Gina.
Mm-hmm.
Gina, welcome to the gun fam. Gina, congratulations.
I know. I'm so excited for her.
That's dope. She is sunshine. What's up, young lady?
Where you see that?
That young lady right there?
Yes, I seen it. I'm sorry. Hey, sunshine.
Who ride? That sounds like a good song. Who ride? That sounds like something to tear the club.
Where do you see? Maybe it's this wine, but I don't see what you see.
You serious? I got the touchscreen today, y'all, so I can roll it back.
Don't talk about it.
What's up, good peoples? Everything's smooth. Gina Wick. That's a good one. I like that one.
Oh, I see Who Riding. How are you doing, Who Riding?
Yeah, man. But yo, we had a good weekend. Hopefully everybody else did.
We did. We've been having some long weekends. I need a getaway weekend.
We get away every weekend.
I know we get away every weekend, but it's not like we get away and it's not business. It's every time we go do something, it's business.
You would still get away though.
Right.
Either way, we went to our son's college this weekend.
That was
and
fun.
Hung out and
got to meet other parents. This is our child's last year in college. Thank God. This shit is expensive.
Go on now.
Right, but the real world.
We did that. I cut the grass today. That was you know,
We went to the flea market yesterday. You went from Saturday to Monday.
because it was just we went to the flea market. That was all. The flea market is actually pretty fun and cool.
It is.
Yeah, so we go up there.
Billy's
And,
uncle was over there playing music.
Oh, you get some strangers. You get some stranger
He had
dangers.
a whole cowboy hat on with this. What do you call it? A wool vest.
It was like fur. Like he killed whatever he was wearing. He killed that shit himself. That shit was wolf.
He had his cowboy boots with his tight jeans on.
He was wearing wolf. True Ghost, what up? What's popping? But yeah, man, we had a good time. We're supposed to go to the range. Oh man, I was upset. We get packed up for the range. Yeah, that was llama. It looked like llama. It might have been damn llama. Alpaca.
It did, OJ. It did look like that.
But so we tried. All right, so Alex, the whole time he's getting antsy, like, all right, can we leave? We go to the range. We go to the range. And Mom's like, all right, we'll leave in like a half hour or whatever. And that changes. Before you know it, we're leaving at like 4:30 or something like that. And we try to go to the range, get there at like 5:45. And they're like, oh, we close at 6. And I was like, fudge. Fudge. So no shooting for us this weekend.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Well, I'll make it up to you guys.
I get out early, like Tuesday or Wednesday. No, Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
No, we have a live Wednesday.
Let's do it from the range.
No, because then we can't go live.
We can go live. We just can't show the guns. I don't know.
Let's get to the topic at hand.
Yeah, I guess we're going to get to the topic, y'all. So,
hey, kick up dust.
Dust, what up, my new?
Alex was just talking about him today too.
Yeah, because he put his dust lights up.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man. So it's every time we do a live, we try to be as educational and informative, and also receive education information from the people in the chat and our support team and our panel, etc. We're going to continue to drop the
move. Don't touch.
Leave
nothing.
Me.
Control
alone.
V. Control V. Enter. Control V. Enter. Everybody knows what Control V is, right?
Anybody type with 2 fingers? Sometimes get fancy, throw a thumb in there.
No, that's just you. You didn't take typing class and nothing in school?
I grew up since then. That was like 30 years ago.
What?
Yeah. So
get to the topic.
Either way, topic is gun talk 101. And what we mean by that is we had a conversation recently between me, fat guy with guns, and a regular gun guy. And we had this is as much of gun enthusiasts that some of us are, and some of you are in the chat. There's still a lot of shit in the lingo that we have no fucking clue. Now, I'm not ashamed to bring up the fact that in that conversation, we were talking about nods. And I said, hey, gentlemen, don't share this with anyone, even though I'm sharing it with y'all. I don't know what the fuck nods are.
I don't know what. I heard it before.
I heard it before, and I know it has to do with like night vision or seeing in the dark or low light or whatever.
I take it as night vision goggles, though. That's what I think nods
sound like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nods actually mean something.
Oh, well, shit. The turkeys didn't teach us that. They talk about it all the damn time.
Well, that's the thing. That's why we're doing this, because a lot of us as content creators fly this stuff over people, and we don't stop to wonder, does everybody understand what we're talking about? Mm-hmm. We could be saying EDC, we could be saying height over bore, we could be saying eye relief, and not thinking for 2 seconds that some of the people that are come here to get educated on whatever it is completely don't know exactly what the hell that means. And I'm one of them. Straight up. I'm one of them.
Listen, I got my drink tonight, so I don't have to leave you up here by yourself, because I see this is going to be hot and people are going to be like, no, that doesn't mean this and that means that.
Well, that's the fun part. That's why we dropped that
so
link.
We're going to drop the link. and everybody be respectful of each other's point of view. That's it.
No, there's no point of view. This facts. This is
Is
like
it because you could say nod is something?
No, it actually means something. Night optic device or night observation device was the two flip flops that we looked up.
Right now, 2A and Kick Up Dust can both come up here.
Oh, look!
Like, no,
I didn't even see him put it there. A night observation device.
Right.
Yeah.
So they can be like, no, this is what it means, and I looked it up, and then be a whole argument as I'm getting some damn wine.
Nobody's arguing. You're just paranoid because of last time. Nola Gun Guy, what is popping? Joe Vibe, what it is, brother. Somebody else slipped in here, man. I had it. Fragrance Journey, what's up? Oh man, I missed one more. I know I did. Rip Curl Readiness. What the word is. So yeah, man, that's something that we really, like I said, man, as a content creator, I don't know it all. I definitely don't.
Listen, I'm still learning.
Yeah, well, that's
as much as I'm around it and how much I do watch a lot of, 2A live streams and stuff like that. I still don't know half the stuff that you men talk about.
Yeah.
I gotta sit here and research and shit, and then be like, damn, now I gotta catch up with the live because I got sucked into this whole trying to
King's Defense,
get it right.
Yeah, and I tell you, there's a lot of technical terms that, like I said, we all have to learn it at a time. You know what I'm saying? And some of us either don't remember it, don't absorb it, or we don't use it enough to let it sink in. CQB, you know what that is?
See you later. I don't know.
CQB. All right, y'all, CQB. So CQB is close quarters combat. Just in case you didn't know, close quarters combat.
Wait, give me a pen and paper because I'm gonna have to write this shit down tonight.
Yeah,
man. I've been drinking, and then you in here talking about important shit. I mean, I better take some damn notes.
Yeah, act like you're doing it. I don't know.
Babe, there's 2 notebooks in your hand.
But those are Alex's school notebooks.
Babe, it's a piece of paper is not going to hurt the boy. It's not going to take away from his education.
He been in here drawing any damn way. Isn't that something?
Those are the planets, though,
those
babe.
Are the planets.
Don't do that to my child.
Yeah, man. But yo, like I said, man, there's a lot of stuff where the definitions, delayed blowback. Do me a favor.
So wait. So
CQB.
CQ. You are
close. Yeah, look at you. A pen don't work. Get out of here, you drunk. It's working, but you can't see.
We're live, and there's a whole bunch of fucking pens. You're gonna have me act a damn fool on live.
It's children.
People getting tired of us arguing now. So CQB is close quarter
battle. And okay. CQC is close quarters combat. See that? Just that quick. Because I never used CQC. Maybe I heard it, but just kind of flew over. But CQC is how the fuck is that different, Jova? Battle and combat? Close quarters combat. Close quarters battle. I don't know. But still interchanging, I'm sure, are interchangeable. Guns Don't Argue. What up? Virginia Bushcrafter. What the word is, brother? What's going on?
Okay.
You got that one?
Yes.
You straight?
Yes. So combat and quarters is like a room.
Quarters is on both of them. Combat and battle.
Oh, combat.
Yo, she wrote close quarter. She wrote close quarter. I'll take this. Thank you. Oh my God.
Stop judging me. We're on live. Stop doing this to me.
Sorry. I apologize.
Goodness gracious.
Close quarters. What the hell was I saying? Delayed blowback. I still don't know what delayed blowback means. Please, anybody that's familiar with that term?
Delay blowback?
Yeah. There's delay blowback. There's roller delay blowback. I guess that's the same thing.
These
but I'm
sound
not really
all
too sure.
military.
No, that's with regular guns that we have. You know, now I don't think I have one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hear that term a lot. I know that was a big talk with the
Monique.
B&Ts and the Strybog. What's up, Al? You all cleaned up?
Yeah.
Good.
I just got my wall lights. They just helped me set it up, so I'm really excited, yo.
The HK.
Okay.
See that? It looks good, Al. Philly Slow, what's popping?
Looks like a whole.
So I still don't know what it is.
What?
Does anybody know what it is? That, you know, all right, wait. Is when the bolt reciprocating mass is delayed due to the gas system. So, all right. Now, is that a
So is that like the hammer? No.
Huh?
No. Go ahead.
No. Is that a preferred thing? Is delayed or roller delayed blowback a preferred thing in a PCC, or is that you want to avoid that? Souls lima means yeah, you're gonna have some blowback.
What is HK again?
Heckler and Koch is a company, a gun company, manufacturer.
Oh.
So all right. This one I don't have an issue with, but some people might, because it took me a long time to remember this. Single action, double action, and single action only. That shit confuses the hell out of people.
Wait, so there's single action, there's double action, and then single action double?
Only. Single action only.
Oh, single action only.
Yeah. So yeah, that shit is confusing. Let's recoil on the delayed rollback, blowback. Depends on what you like. True that. 2A Syndicate, what up?
Monique said HK Hong Kong. Monique, I thought the same damn thing.
See that? When people say stuff like that, H&K, people are just like, I don't even know what the fuck that means if you're not into the gun world. I know what it means maybe within the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or something like that. But
wait, she is Sunshine. I learned a term called dry shooting.
Dry fire?
Yeah, it should be dry fire. Dry shooting from a trainer at the range, a technique advice that you use handling guns.
Real deal. There's a lot of code violations in that ceiling, bro.
Exactly. That's what we like.
What's going on?
Not much. I come back here to, well, talk to you guys, but to tell you what delayed was, but you already know. Somebody already answered the question.
Well, I got some more. All right. So we were just talking about the single action, double action. Are you completely familiar with those terms and what they mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead, shoot. Single action?
Single action is an old Western revolver, meaning you have to pull the hammer back and squeeze the trigger. That's single action. Double action is when you have a revolver, like you guys have many of them, that has a hammer, and you can leap and you can pull it without cocking it back.
So, all right. So when I first learned single action, double action, that seemed hella backwards.
Wait, I'm confused. I just got so confused.
That's why
so
we're here,
the
baby.
Single action is where I pull the hammer back and shoot. Isn't that not double?
No, single.
That's single. And what is double again?
Double is you leave the hammer as is, and you pull the long trigger back for the hammer to go off.
So for the double action, you use a single movement, but for the single action, you use the double movement.
Yeah.
Right. And
because it's to pull the trigger. When you pull it back, it takes one. Boop, it has a hair trigger. It's really light to pull. Double action is you have to pull it all the way back.
Okay. I understood that.
I think that's ass backwards though.
A lot of things are in life.
That's like driving on the highway and parking in the driveway, or if I said that right. So dry
Stop
fire.
drinking my drink.
I hope that I don't have to explain dry fire.
Yes, you do, because some people like Gina or Urban may not know what dry fire is.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, so dry fire is when there's nothing in the firearm and you're able to point and shoot safely without anything inside the firearm. Am I right?
Pretty much, yeah. It is manipulating the firearm slide, trigger, etc. The dry fire part comes from no explosive or no bullet, no round in the firearm at the time, and you do it within a safe area, and you still follow as many of those rules that could apply. Right. That's one of the few times where treat every gun like it's loaded. You would have to extend that. Treat every gun like it's loaded until you deem it not. But then again, you always want to, make habit of checking, making sure. When I do dry fire routines or whatever, and I'll have like a bore sighter in there, like a Laser Academy. I'll check it while I haven't even put the gun down, and I'll look into that chamber and just make sure. I don't know why it's a habit, but it's a good habit. Alone or not alone, it doesn't matter. So I continuously do that. So Urban, good question. Would that ruin the gun? It could wear the gun prematurely. It can. There are certain. We'll get into another part right after that, and I'll explain some other things. But there are certain firearms that do better with it, and certain firearms that don't.
Right.
Some gun companies tell you do not dry fire your guns without a dummy round.
Yep.
Because you'll damage the gun.
So now that leads us now to, for anybody who is not familiar, the difference between centerfire round cartridge, round, bullet generally means the bullet being fired. Striker fired and I'm sorry, which one did I say? Rim fire is generally something that gets hit along the whole back rim. This looks bad.
This whole conversation sounds bad.
What can I use?
If you rim fire,
Billy, the easiest way to explain that is a rim fire is a 22. A 22 shell, the whole bottom is a primer.
Yep.
Rim fire is like a 38. The center of the shell is the primer. So a rim fire is a hammer that will come and hit the side of the bullet. And sometimes it goes off, sometimes it doesn't. All depends if you hit the part because that has a primer on. The center fire is a strike pin. That's may look weird too.
Yeah, it looks bad.
When you pull the trigger, it goes boom, and then the bullet goes up.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, the bullet will shoot out all right.
Jesus Christ.
And 9 months later.
Right, clearly.
That's right. You got a whole new cartridge. But yeah, so now somebody said, and this is just kind of just proves the point. 2A in LA says use a snap cap. Now, for anybody who's just getting into firearms, they wouldn't know what the fuck a snap cap is. I know what a snap cap is, but I've never owned a snap cap. Now, so what, if anybody is not too aware, a snap cap is a plastic bullet that you can use to practice a lot of different exercises with your firearms, and they come in different cartridges, which is 9mm.
Oh, I see
45.
them at what's that place? The Cabela's.
Yeah, yep. And you get 4 or 5 of them for like $10, $15 or something like that. Exactly, Dust. It's a dummy round. So snap caps are dummy rounds that you can practice with to manipulate, many exercises. Yeah, 2A in LA. Yes, it does. It does. Not the gun though, at all. So rimfire is like eating at Taco Bell. Yep.
Long John Silver's.
But so yeah, that's something. Listen, I know I've stated this somewhat recently, that I learned maybe 4 or 5 months ago what eye relief was. Skilly,
Yes, sir.
how you feeling?
I'm doing good.
You ain't gonna come on here and not talk to me today. Nope, I need some help.
wait.
Listen, all right. I don't know why this part of the topic came up, and you showed up when I was talking about eye relief, but it's just a hell of a fucking coincidence. Now, you have a lot of firearms, right?
Yes, sir.
You're very knowledgeable.
Yes, sir.
What is eye relief?
I'm trying to figure out how to operate my own eyes.
Jesus
Big Zach, what up, baby? Dennis Dixon,
Try to get some relief with that out.
Truth and integrity was popping. STG in the building. Damn, Skilly.
So is eye relief? Now he got me.
All right, so
Really messed me up. I don't even know anymore.
if anybody is unfamiliar, eye relief. If you have an optic, say if it's on a rifle, you can't put your eye up
Directly
so
on.
close.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find an area which is recommended. Each scope has a different recommendation. So the distance from your eye to the scope, that's what they call the eye relief.
So eye to scope.
Eye to scope. So
Okay.
as you back up, you'll see more of a clear sight picture. And if you get too far, it'll start to close. And if you get too close, it'll kind of obscure into, you'll be looking on the inside. And plus, you might get hit in your eye.
Oh, so it's
That's my next question. How many people has
so
been
it's like the
smacked?
eye dilates with the scope.
No.
No?
It's like looking in order to see that,
Right.
but if I bring you real close,
Doesn't okay.
not yeah.
Maybe because
Cuban
I've
or
been
whatever.
drinking. Maybe.
Really, I want to back up for a second because I've been listening. I've been listening. And did you see Mentos' definition for single action, double action?
Nope,
No.
I missed it.
He basically
What's that?
said single action means when you pull the trigger, it does one thing. Double action means when you pull the trigger, it does two things. That's as simple as it gets. It gets no simpler than that. I heard y'all give some crazy definitions, and I'm listening to y'all. I'm like, well, damn.
Still backwards. I didn't pitch in on that one. I like I said, man, I just learned that
Mentos
shit.
gave the best definition. Now, did you give a proper definition for what's a rimfire cartridge and what's a centerfire cartridge?
The Real Deal took that
Really?
one.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said a rimfire is
Here
like a
in
22. The bottom of the bullet, everything's a primer, and when you pull the trigger, it hits the bottom of the side of the cartridge. That's a rimfire.
Mm-hmm.
Center fire,
Don't do it.
I can't do it without show
All
and
right,
tell.
go ahead.
Sure, do what you gotta do, man.
Is when you had the bullet, like that, and then you pull the trigger, and you have the striker, and it goes boop, and it goes.
Damn it.
9 months
Does
later,
it make that
you have
sound
a
though?
new gun.
And then now
When you
months
shoot the
later,
gun, does the gun go boom? Like lips come out of the barrel and go boom?
Right,
Yeah,
Irving. That's what it sounds like.
he gave enough. That Real Deal. That was great, man. That was great.
Mm-mm-mm. So, all right. This is a good part. Now, not every gun, I think every gun, possibly every gun, has what they call a dust cover. All right. Now,
No,
Dust cover,
no. That's only on rifles, right?
no, well, that
Zach, don't laugh at me. It's education for me too.
Real official call it the hit and run. So,
Wait, so now that we're talking about dust covers.
dust covers. On a shit. Say if you have a 1911, the length of the barrel underneath that on the frame side, the bottom of that frame area is called the dust cover. Some of them have kind of a dust cover with a rail, and some of them have just a basic traditional dust cover. So after the trigger guard,
That's the first time I ever heard of that.
What the hell?
yeah.
Hold on.
Am I wrong about this?
A dust cover is on an AR. So with the bolt
That's
tip.
what I thought. What,
The
what
flap.
time
No,
out?
that's not
Flap.
true.
Flap, put the flap
Dust
up,
cover
it
is-
keeps the dust out.
A dust cover
AKA,
is-
you put the safety up, it keeps the
Yeah,
dust
but a dust cover is not just on an AR.
So
Other guns have dust covers too.
yeah, I know that a dust cover is pretty much
Oh,
every
I see.
handgun that's not a revolver is toward the front of the barrel on the
Oh,
bottom
that's a fun
side
sound. Okay.
from the
Well, this is not a 1911, but Billy's talking about this right here.
Oh,
That part of the gun. That's what he's talking about.
so from the
Oh.
trigger
So-
guard.
It's part of,
it's
part of the frame.
I thought
So
it was
that-
called the
that-
bottom frame or
I
something.
got 1911 up here.
The bottom frame. So that is the dust cover.
That's
Now,
what I'm
all right, Zach,
Hmm.
if you can put that back up, let's go over the trigger guard.
I know what that is. Okay.
That's right
I know.
here. That's the trigger
That,
gun.
that protects the trigger.
All right. The trigger safety.
Trigger.
Is- It's now every gun doesn't have this, but this one has a bladed safety. That's what that red piece is right there.
Mm-hmm.
That gun, that trigger won't pull.
Unless you
Don't
press.
pull that trigger unless you depress that. That's what that red piece is right there. That's the trigger safety.
Okay, I know that one. Okay.
Do that again.
Right there. That red part. See that red piece right there? Let me see if I can get it
Yeah.
better. That red piece in there, that's the trigger safety.
All right.
So the rail. Now the dust cover and the rail are the same area, but not every gun has a rail. And a
Nope.
rail is a place where you could put your
Like,
That's
either,
those things right there. There's usually like a Picatinny style. Where that name came from, I don't have a clue. But
Yep.
that's what those grooves are in there. Basically, the concept is a screw or whatever sits in the groove there, and on each side, and it depresses and it holds onto it.
a locking system. So if you have a light or if you have an infrared laser, that can be locked in there.
Damn it, I ain't got no light up there.
Yo, this is so interesting because all these firearms that I can have my hands on, I don't be knowing none of these. man.
I dig it. I'm with you because there's a lot of
I just-
stuff. All right, so
I just call everything that dingy.
Thank you, Malik.
I'm a rebound everything off of Skilly because what I don't
Oh,
want
I'm
to say.
gonna show something else too, Billy. Hold on, I gotta take it apart.
Yep. Take your time. Take it.
I don't want us to get in trouble.
So, Skilly,
yes, sir.
are you familiar with passive ear protection?
I know about ear protection. Put it on your ears so your ears won't ring.
Mm-hmm. If I said passive to you, would you understand what exactly that meant?
No, sir.
So within ear protection, we have electronic and we have passive. Electronic ear protection will magnify the sound and drop the decibels of anything past a certain height. So if you have a loud boom, it would drop the decibels lower on that, the sound lower on that boom. That's electronic. Passive are non-electronic. They'll just
Just
muffle
like
out
regular.
regular schmegulars. Crazy Mechanic, what up? What up? Big Zo, what's popping, brothers?
Yeah, I
This
learned
is what
that.
Real Deal was talking about when he was talking about a dust cover.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what Real
that.
Deal was talking about. For anybody who doesn't realize, that's what Real Deal was talking about. That's the dust cover on the AR.
Oh, that's nice colors, huh?
Zach got money, man.
Work.
That's that
That's right.
You allowed to say the name of it?
And Y in the back.
Yeah, that's myself too.
That's that Seth too. But yeah, man, that's that's hearing protection. So there's passive and there's electronic
Okay, see, I'm used to regular ear protection. See, that's
Well,
why.
it's more like it's passive, and active. Passive are the ones that all they do is keep out sound. That's all they do. The active ear protection, basically, what happens is when it hits a certain decibel, like Billy said, it shuts off. Depending on what you have, if you have some good ones, you can clap your hands and you'll make them shut off.
Yep.
And they also magnify your hand, make you like you can hear super, like like the Bonnie Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Slick Rich, what up? So,
What up?
say
We love Buck.
So this term here, a lot of people might own guns and not be familiar with it. Polished feed ramp, or knowing where the feed ramp is. That's another interesting term.
What is it?
A feed ramp. So the feed ramp is internally on the firearm
When you
where
fly,
go ahead, Skip.
go ahead, Billy. I'm thinking. Go ahead.
So the feed ramp is where the magazine feeds the bullet into the barrel chamber, and there's a ramp. If you take a peek inside your firearm, there's a little ramp in there. There you go.
Right.
Look, I'm pointing at it like
like you pointing at it.
It's like
Right there.
trying to get the angles right. It's like in there. It's got like a little groove in it. This is weird trying to do this with the camera.
That's how the bullet comes.
Yeah, how the bullet slides up into it. This is one kind of dirty, but
side table.
it's in there. It's like, hold on.
You got a barrel? It's mostly on the barrel.
Oh yeah, it is because it goes into the barrel.
Yep.
There it is, right there.
Right there. Yep. That little ramp. That little box.
Little ramp right there.
Thing dirty.
Now, if you look at Zach's barrel, it is not polished.
No, it's not now. Hold on.
It could be a couple wipes of a napkin. That thing would be shining. But either way, a lot of times people will
There
get
you go.
those.
That's cleaner. There you go. That's cleaner. There you
Billy,
go.
why you taking camera off?
On a 19 on my 1911s, I polished the feed ramp. It looks real pretty. We're gonna if I put those, I don't worry about it too much. When I do my 1911s, I make sure I polish the feed ramp.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it is from mechanical, right? Yeah, it is. That's what I broke down. That's what I had next to me, so that's what I broke down.
Hey, Naughty Heathen. Tub.
Naughty, what up? Hot
Big
tub, what's
Zoe.
popping?
Big Zoe, you can have a dirty barrel when your gun is reliable. It runs real well. We'll have that conversation too. You see, it's a shiny. You see that ass?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's
He wants to
shiny.
shoot that gun. He don't shoot that gun. He just cleans it.
I shoot it, but I clean that motherfucker all the time.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. So you got your barrel. Listen, your barrel and your chamber are two different things, but one piece. Feed ramp, chamber.
You got to turn it so they can see it.
I was.
No, you got to do it that way.
They can't see that way. Look. This is the chamber. I'm giving them this part right here is the chamber. Okay. That's the feed ramp. Okay. Chamber, barrel. Inside of the barrel, you have something called rifling.
Why you do that?
Because rifling does that.
How they know where it comes from, what barrel it comes out of when they test fire. So be careful. Don't do nothing wrong with your guns. Okay.
Such a thug, man.
Just so everybody can be safe. So here's your barrel. Here's a snap cap. That's why it's red.
Okay.
And this is your feed ramp. It basically will go up the feed ramp, boom, into the chamber. See how that fits inside there like that?
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
It's kind of like yapping in a condom.
Is it fully chambered?
Yeah, this is like
this is gym class, but they say here's the banana.
Health class.
Go ahead, real deal. Say what you mean.
So put the dummy round back in your barrel. Okay. So is it fully chambered? Meaning, is it supported all the way around the casing of the bullet?
I know what you mean. Oh no, let me see. Let me see something with a real bullet. Hold on. It's the same. Mm.
This
It'd be so much easier. It'd be so much easier if you could just show the whole damn gun on here.
Well, exactly. This is sad. This is a sad day.
It makes me mad that I can't just pick the gun, put it together, and show. It pisses me off, honestly.
And it makes me sad that you can't take that barrel and put a live round in, because is it gonna go off?
No.
Right, because I got live round right here. But I can't. I don't want to. I had to go look for a Snapcast.
And I, we can blame YouTube all we want, but I blame the safety Nazis for all this.
All right, hey, listen. Does everybody know if you have a AR rifle, what the forward assist is? And if you do know what it is, have you ever used it?
I haven't, no, but I know where it's at.
What is it called?
Right next to the chamber, right behind the chamber,
See that thing I'm
right
pushing
behind the
on?
dust cover.
That thing I'm pushing on right there? That's
Mhm.
called forward assist.
Mhm.
And I gotta tell you, I've never had to use a forward assist.
Never had to use
I
mine.
have.
I used it one time.
But I will not buy a gun that doesn't have one. I will not buy a strip upper that doesn't have one. I don't know why. Just because it looks better. The ones without it look janky. That's the forward assist. Now, if you look on the side of your bolt carrier, it's got these little grooves on the side.
Yep, it's the grooves.
And those grooves,
All the way down the slide.
Mm-hmm.
The
All
purpose
the way
was
down.
all the way down.
Yep. And
So why do we have that on there?
if the bolt doesn't advance, you're supposed to hit the
Forward
assist.
assist.
Pull it to the chamber, you smack it, and it pushes it forward.
and it'll wherever those grooves are, it'll catch it and push it forward. You might have to hit it a time or two, or 3 or 4 or 5, but that's the principle of it. Super rare, but
it's more likely it's because your gun is absolutely filthy and you haven't cleaned it.
mhm.
Yeah, ARs like to be run wet. They do.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know where or what the gas block is on an AR-15.
I can't show you, but I do know where it is. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna put this together right now. I'm taking too much fucking time.
You sure?
Yeah. So I don't know if you're not gonna be able to see that. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you're not gonna be able to see it. The
It's
gas
a-
block sits so in the barrel. I'd have to go get a barrel. Funny thing is, I have
all
to
right.
have a barrel to
So
go get.
let me say this. So like if anybody watched Skilly's video today about his body armor, when he showed his AR, he has the front sight on his AR. That's connected to his gas block on his AR.
What do you got? An A2?
That's all one piece.
Got an A2 front sight?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Bushmaster. Yep, it's with the triangle. Front
It's
side.
like this. Oh shit! Hold on, I'll be right back.
Zach gonna have to take it out every gun.
Yeah, they'll show us.
Right, that's what that is.
And they all got. What can I say?
Then Billy, you are very what do you want to call it? Unprepared, because you should be teaching everybody that.
I'm here to learn, baby. If you heard me the first time, I'm here to learn.
That's
Right there.
an A2 front sight,
Yeah, that's right.
and the gas block sits. This is actually basically the way that this sits. That's where it is because you can't really see it. If I could take this cover off, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
And
You
the-
can see
and the gas block.
goes into it. There's a hole in the barrel,
A tiny
That-
little hole.
a little tiny little hole that you have to make sure you line up, and that's how the gas how it works. It basically goes around and around. That's how that works.
And now the gas pushes the bolt open.
Yeah,
Is that
because inside the bolt carrier in the bolt, there is little things called gas ring. Come on, Billy, man, keep it simple. We give it too much lessons. Keep it
So
simple,
an
man.
AR has a tiny hole, and the AK has a big hole.
Yeah, so the AK is a bit of a hole, and the AR is not.
Yeah, that-
Hole.
Show me how that center fire operates again.
Which one? Oh yeah, see, we real deal know about that.
So you had the bullet, It's in the chamber. And then you pull the trigger, and the strike pin comes out and goes, boop. And there it goes.
I quit. Oh man.
That's why if if you're a bad guy and you're breaking somebody's house and you hear boop, you're done. You're over with.
Not boop.
Years ago, I was one of those newbies who got slide bites.
Oh, I did that.
Maybe in conversation, this comes up here and there, and some people might not know. Naughty, damn, bro. Some people might not know what slide bite is. So, Skilly.
Yes.
Slide bite. You ever get it?
I have experienced that. Yes, that's when you got your grip a little bit too high, and that slide come back, and it catches that meat of your finger or your hand.
That hand meat.
Head up, boy. You got to look at.
So what ends up happening is, if you see this thing right here, see that little spot right there, how that goes?
Don't go
that
high.
should help you with your slide bite. If you have a gun that has enough of that, you shouldn't. So what happens when the slide reciprocates, it goes back and forth like this. And if you got big old hands like me, see that hand meat in there? Ain't gonna hit my hand, even though I got a lot of hand meat. It don't matter.
Hey, Skilly.
Not hand meat.
The hand meat.
Hey, Skilly, when you got that slide bite,
Big
would
Zo,
you shoot the
how
rock?
are you?
What
No,
up?
I actually was shooting a Smith and Wesson. I was shooting some. It was my first time going to range, first time shooting. Had my hand too high, and it caught me.
Philly Slow said what it was. That's your beaver tail. That's what that
The
is.
beaver tail.
Now, how it became beaver tail, I don't know why it's beaver tail, but it is.
Some people call
I
it
heard
the tang.
it's also called the tang.
Yeah.
Get all up in that thing.
It is.
I'm laughing at Real Deal because of his unique way of showing demonstrating. Right.
Well, when you get the tang, you grab it.
Really?
That
So,
is
Zo.
too funny.
What do you struggle with when it comes to definitions? Is there anything that you hear people talk about but you're never too sure about what it means?
Who, me?
Uh-huh.
No, I really don't struggle with the definitions because I just keep Google handy myself.
Thank you, Big Zo. Exactly. Ain't no need for that. It ain't like back in the day we had to get an encyclopedia. I just
That's
hit
right.
Google, I got everything.
What I do is bullshit my way out of the conversation. Like,
Yeah, that's
I hate these actions. Yeah, I had one of those. All right. So the conversation often is, and he said the tang or the tape.
No,
You might like
not the tape. Not the tang, not the tape.
on it, something like that.
That's a whole different other.
Yeah, that's another conversation.
With the popularity of optics nowadays, a lot of people will talk about co-witnessing, and we slide that shit right through. Co-witness. Does it co-witness? Does it co-witness? I know what co-witness is, but how long did it take y'all a while to figure out what the fuck are they talking about? Co-witness.
Yeah, it took me. Yeah.
It didn't take me no time at all.
No, it didn't take me no time at all.
So, anybody, Big Zo, let me know what co-witness is.
Basically, co-witnessing means that when you put a red dot on your gun, you can still use the original sights on that gun through the red dot, and you can see right through there. So you can use that kind of as a backup measure in case the red dot fails.
Great definition, Big Zo. So basically, for anybody out there who doesn't realize what it is, the red dot would sort of sit in this area right here. And when you look through the red dot, you'd be able to look through the sight and the red dot and have your front sight. You see it all together. You wouldn't just see just the red dot. That's what. So, the co-witness, you can see them both. So it's easy.
And sometimes people suppress their sights on their handguns so they can get co-witness.
Suppressor sight.
Suppressorized sights are more so for the suppressor instead of the red dot.
Yes.
So this whole
But they serve two
time,
purposes.
when I didn't know how to use the red dot, when I was lining up the red dot with the iron sight,
still not that.
still
not
not that.
Still
Okay,
not
so
that.
now I'm still confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, one for you, Billy.
She was putting the red dot of the optic onto the front sight, the front post, and following that, shooting birds out of the fucking sky because she was lining up the red
Now there
dot.
is now what she did. You didn't have your gun set up that way because you can set your dot up that way. You can slave your dot to your front sight post.
You can. Yep.
I can't.
So what she was doing wasn't technically wrong.
Right.
You had your gun set up wrong, Billy.
What?
Yeah, it was your fault.
No, don't do that to me, man.
It was your fault, Billy.
You're like, yo, I
Zach,
know I'm not crazy.
Take it back, Zach. Because
I
now
know
she's gonna
I'm not
think.
crazy.
Now she's
I
gonna think.
know I'm not crazy.
Now she's
I may act crazy, but
I wanted to show them the actual co-witness, so I just had to jump in the safe real quick. Hold on.
Safe
so
room.
I gotta take this gun down.
One day I want to say.
you be trying to play me sometimes.
See, Zach. See, thank you.
You have
I got one for you, Billy.
a whole
Here you go.
6-month argument on YouTube. Some people, so some people
Leave it
don't
alone,
know
leave it
how to
alone,
use
leave
a
it
red
alone.
dot though.
Leave it alone.
Yeah. The best thing to do with the red dot is take the red dot, put it on the target, squeeze the trigger.
Right.
If a red dot is accurate, it should go right where the dot is.
All right, which leads us to this very interesting word or phrase, zero. If anybody who is not familiar with that phrase, real deal, go ahead, hit me with that. What is it to zero a red dot?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, zero is hitting the target. You want a nice tight group, whatever target you got it zeroed in.
Tight group.
Nope.
Tight group.
Tight group, so no boop don't happen.
Tight group.
So in 2023, tight group. Back in the 60s, what's up?
So, all right, look.
So I
yeah.
thought zero meant you zero in the red dot to where you want to shoot.
Urban, who is not as deep into firearms as a lot of us, just dropped the dopest definition, and she says to calibrate. Urban, exactly. That's what it is. To calibrate that red dot, optical dot, to the center of the barrel within a certain distance, which is called height over bar. You know, the further out it'll cross over, whatever. To calibrate that red dot to that pistol or that
Oh,
rifle.
congratulations! She got it right. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what it means. Urban.
Not another sex ed group. It's something about a tight group, huh?
When your dust cover drops, Redfish will say. That's when you get yourself into a tight. All right, so there's different types of sights, right? Now, if anybody asks you guys on the panel what a reflex sight is, would you know exactly what the difference between a reflex and another type of sight?
There you go. Co-witness. See those big suppressor height sights? So you can look down there and you can see the red dot, everything all through. But it's got those big ass suppressor height sights on it.
I think a lot of people
Rich,
like to use them because sometimes your red dot can go out and you're able to still use your iron sights.
yeah, your battery goes dead.
Yeah, that's the concept.
I had to change the battery on this for the third time on a Hollow Sun, like about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, and I had it for just about a year and a quarter. So batteries do go out. Slick Rich, the more accepted distance is 25 yards. Now, mind you, when you do zero in a red dot, it's going to be zeroed in for 25 yards. Anything closer or further, you're going to have to make judgments on where to put that red dot in order to acquire the exact target that you want.
6 months later, we're learning everything. 6 months later.
Sorry.
But that's no different than judging distances while you're driving a car.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Yep. Very similar. You're gonna have to judge or know the corners of your car to be able to make that turn or not. But that leads us into the phrase height over bore. Zach, let us know what height over bore would mean.
Height?
Man, look it up, Erica. Look it up.
Yeah. You know,
For me to give you I mean, I don't think about it. I know what it is, but I don't.
Hold on.
So,
Let me see.
all right, height over bore. The barrel area is your bore, and the red dot is over it, and there's a height difference. So as the red dot and the bore go out, the further they go out, at some point they'll cross each other. At that point, you'll be able to figure out that height over or point.
It says the height between the barrel and the center of the scope.
Center of the scope. Yeah.
Yep.
Why you get these long damn definitions?
I'm explaining what it means. Huh? You could have just went and looked it up, but we're doing a live, so figure we could, what a better time, sweetie. So beautiful.
Hey, Rip Curl, it's the distance of your crosshairs or dot over the center of your barrel.
Of your barrel.
Great definition, sir. Great definition.
Mm-hmm.
You guys familiar with holographic weapon sights?
Well, yeah, it's red dot.
They all red dots to me.
Yeah, right. That's the thing.
I know it's got a technical definition.
There's reflex sights.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a difference in that?
Eddie just gave a definition for reflex. I know there's got to be. I know there's a difference, man. You're asking me all this stuff that I don't even think about anymore. I just buy shit.
That's why we're here. Martika, what up, girl? Yeah,
Hold
man.
on.
Let's see what Eddie say. You see it?
No, it's going by so quick.
Sorry.
Okay. Let's see.
There you go. Reflex is the reflection
Of the
from
laser
the
tape.
glass. So, boom. Now we know, because I really did not know what reflex sight meant. And I couldn't look at two different sites and tell if one was reflex or one was holographic. Just wouldn't fucking know.
RGG.
What up, brother? Big
What up,
Fish
man?
was popping. So yeah, so that's something that's interesting,
That is interesting. Okay.
A lot of us have red dots. We always say is red dot, or we say optic. Usually when we say, red dot, we're talking about an optic or a scope of some sort of whatever.
Some sort.
You want a technical definition? You want a technical definition for holographic sight?
Right. Eddie, are you being serious or not?
Go ahead, Zach. You got it.
A holographic weapon sight or a holographic diffraction sight is a non-magnifying gun sight that allows the user to look through a glass optical window and see holographic reticle image superimposed at a distance on the field of view.
Oh.
That's what it is.
It's a red dot.
Sounds expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it?
Oh, this is a red dot.
Yeah, it's a type of a red dot, yeah.
So EOTechs are holographic sites. Yeah, it does sound expensive. Hell yeah.
So I'm looking at a diagram. It looks like what happens is has the emitter hits what looks like a little mirror, and the mirror actually shines up the holograph. So it's not, how in a regular red dot, how the beam, it could either be constant or it'll have a little jitter and it just shines straight through. The holograph, it seems to hit a mirror and then shoots up an image. So it sort of floats. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at the diagram.
Oh.
It's like when you watch the movie Star Wars and you see Princess Leia, but she's not really there because it's a message.
It's a holograph.
But I think a Seymour, a lot of Seymours are supposed to be holographic sites as well. That's what I thought. I don't know, but they are pretty expensive.
Yes, Seymour makes good stuff too. Who's that smoking a cigar?
Hot Tub Tony, gotta be.
What up, Hot Tub?
That's
that?
let me take this down. That's Joe Q.
Oh, what up,
Nope.
Joe?
Hey, good evening, panel. Good evening, chat.
What up?
What
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, just listening and everything else. So, I would say on your terms, everyone has to be on like the same agreement because a lot of people, depending upon where you're at, and you do. Some people call it one thing, some people call it something else, and it's the damn thing. You know, like your red dots, quote unquote. Technically, there's a difference between a holographic sight and a red dot. A red dot might have that dot superimposed. They don't use refractive mirrors to project that image, right? They don't have light emittance and everything else. Some of them are actually etched. The reticles etched
Onto the glass.
Onto the glass. You know, then like your refractive, right? It's all about like how that glass is shaped and everything else and all the good stuff.
Yeah, true that.
It can get real technical.
Rip Curl. Rip Curl, that Hollow Sun, that thermal, it was cool. It was hella cool. The only bad thing about that site is on the opposite side of that thermal was Big Fish Little Boat. And his body in the glow in the thermal is ugly as all hell. It was green. There was a lot of red in there, but it was green, but it was gassy. It looked gassy when I was looking at him with it. So it was really
the turkeys.
Don't talk about the turkeys like that.
I didn't say the turkeys, I said Big Fish. But all right, so let's conquer and let's for anybody who's not too familiar, let's get over this cultural hurdle that comes from a lot of television and a lot of misphrasing. A clip in a magazine in the firearms world are two different things.
Two different things.
Damn it, man. If you had told me I was about to ball this stuff up here, I'd have bought an actual clip up here like I use in my SKS, and then the magazine, which I have sitting right here. This is a magazine.
Show what a magazine is first.
That's a magazine. Yeah, it's a magazine. The clip, it's all the way downstairs, man. He didn't tell me I was going to need to have all this stuff. I would have bought all.
Right, I would have got my clippers from the house.
Yeah, I would have bought
my clippers.
Has everyone seen Band of Brothers? Remember the M1A1 Garand? They use a magazine. They use a clip to load that. The M1A1 Garand. That's an actual clip.
A clip is a metal
and
piece,
just like the name
like
implies,
I'll be back.
It holds 8. Like the name implies, the bullets are clipped into it.
Right. And so with the magazine, the bullets are fully enshrouded within a magazine.
So it clips like this big, it holds 7 to 8 rounds. And then you have a rifle and you load it from the top, slide it down, the clip pops out and the bullets go into the magazine. And then you're ready for action.
Yeah. So also think about like if you ever get like those the old school 5.56 rounds that come on a stripper clip.
Like a Mosin.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not talking strippers. Oh.
No, it's called the stripper. This is a family show.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Walt E, what up, brother? What's going on? So, where was I? So, yeah. So that whole thing, the magazine, a lot of people get testy when you say clip and you're talking about a magazine. A lot of people either want to correct you right away or want to end the conversation with you right away. So as we get into talking and people are new to firearms or whatever, or old to firearms, a mag or a magazine is actually different than a clip.
So start talking about clips.
Go ahead.
If you walk into a gun store and you start talking about clips, they're gonna automatically think you're ignorant and you know nothing about guns. And they're
gonna show you a magazine.
Well, actually, one thing, right? Revolvers actually do have clips. They got moon revolvers.
Moon clip. Yeah.
Those are moon clips. That's two different things.
Well, no, I mean they call them moon clips because they're shaped like a moon, but that's a clip that just shows the bullets are just hanging out there.
Yep. All right, so listen. I don't know what the hell match grade means.
What a trip! What a trip!
Are you guys familiar with that term?
But it's
Dude,
Match grade.
Hey, don't walk down that road, Billy.
Why?
Because so here's the deal with match grade, right?
That's a clip.
So it's hard to pin it down, but like match grade means that everything is held to a tighter tolerance and standards. Where like your standard factory run production ammo, the standard deviation might be +1, right? Your match grade, you're getting everything more and more tighter. So like your powder weight is held to within 0.0001 grams. The bullet weight is held to within 0.0001 grains on the bullet. The length of your bullets is held very, very tight. So that's when people call stuff match because they take more time to produce it. It's the equivalent of, say, getting a Volkswagen and getting a Porsche.
You should get better performance. You should get better performance out of that gun.
Yeah, well, out of the ammo.
More consistent performance, I think.
Exactly.
That's the biggest deal.
The tolerance is tighter.
Good correction, Big Zo.
Yeah, the tolerance is tighter on match. But the problem is anyone can call something match because I weigh all my bullets or I weigh all my shell casings and they're all within 0.2 grams of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people play with that and it's hard to get an exact definition. But generally speaking, if you hold yourself to a tighter tolerance, and everything's more consistent, then it's quote unquote match. Right?
That's right.
Narrowed.
But what is a match grade barrel?
Again, it depends upon the manufacturer. The manufacturer say that I'm holding it. So, like, let's say Sammy specs are 1-7 twist plus or minus 0.00001 concentric throughout the run of the barrel, right? So, a manufacturer go and air gauge that barrel and say, match grade woman.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, I can't see the chat. I just seen that pop up on the screen.
Match grade women.
Joe,
where do you get them from?
Joe, can you explain what Sammy is to people, please?
Sammy is, God damn it, sport and arms and ammunition manufacturers something. I forget what the I stands for, but Sammy is just like the company or the corporation that says for a 9mm, this is what the pressure supposed to be. For your standard 9mm bullet, this is how much pressure is supposed to generate. This is the overall max length of it. This is that. They set the specs for civilian firearms in the U.S. And then in Europe, you got CPI. Yeah, CPI.
Like OSHA for firearms, kind of.
It's not as bad as OSHA. But it sets the standards. It's the regulatory body for firearms. So like you got a Sammy specified or approved round or cartridge that may have been tested. It falls within the safety specs, everything else. Then you got what's called your wildcatters, right? Like 8.6 Blackout used to be a wildcat round. 300 Blackout used to be a wildcat round, which was 221 Fireball, which went to 300 Whisper. Then it got Sammy approved when AAC brought it because they had some shit going on with the government. So Sammy is the people that blesses off on stuff to where the gun manufacturers are go in and start mass producing it because it's been deemed safe.
Yeah, and so Sammy stands
like
for Sporting Arms and Ammunition Manufacturers Institute. That's what the I stands for, Joe.
Hey man, I haven't been institutionalized.
I mean, I'm letting you know. You can remember I didn't remember what the I was either.
I like the comment by Philly Slow talking about mil-spec women are fun, but match grade women cry a little bit.
That whole definition got me even more confused.
What, Erica?
Let's go to the next one, though.
What you mean? What got you confused? Speak up.
All these definitions, all these big words.
Yeah, it's like you actually
just-
explain and giving a definition of something with other words that you need definitions
Right.
for and shit. And
Right.
Well, I mean, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to not do that.
All right, hey, Erica.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta do my own research. That's why I'm taking notes so I can go back.
Yes, they look at
Hey,
and that's exactly what's supposed to come from this conversation. People are supposed to go look and dig up stuff for yourself. I love firearms education. Billy got me thinking about shit I never think about. We talk about a lot of shit. We don't talk about this technical shit, and every time we do, you know what ends up happening? We start Googling shit and researching stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at shit and still trying to listen. I'm just like, wait, he just used another word.
Write that one down, Sammy. SAMMI. Look that one up later.
Erica, all it is Sammy says this is a standard that you guys got to make your bullets, and that's the standards that all the bullet factories must go by.
Okay.
If you want to be SAMI certified, every facility is not SAMI certified. Remember that. Every facility is not SAMI certified.
Okay.
All women aren't SAMI certified either.
Because there's some companies that make a big deal. Some companies make a big deal out of it.
Sammy's trying. He's trying to get around to him.
Damn.
All right.
Hey, Mira. Hey, John.
What up, Mira?
So, in the chat, is there anybody who doesn't understand what flagging or being flagged is?
Ooh, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't flag nobody.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat that knows what flagging is or
Here's
being
my hands. Here's the gun. I just
That's
flagged.
when two
Just
guys look at each other a certain way.
Oh my God! No. Disclaimer: that's real deals. That's
all opinion.
That's real deal. Fat guy with guns has nothing to do with real deals definition of what flagging is. So everybody knows.
Tactical skill, you're not the same thing. Just skilly, no, that ain't my definition.
Yeah, that's not me.
Never roll. Never roll. What up? What up? So all right. So there is actually a few people in there in here who don't know what flagging is. So flagging is either with a loaded firearm or an unloaded firearm. It doesn't matter. If that barrel comes sweeping across another object or a person, that is flagging. If you point it by meaning or not meaning at something or someone, you are flagging that that person. And
I think that's
to be super inconsiderate.
That's a decent definition right there, Rip Curls. Pointing your barrel at things you don't want to destroy.
That's it.
I think that's a pretty good layman's term for a definition.
Yeah.
Whether unloaded or loaded.
Thanks.
What up?
Refrigerator.
So
It's
yeah.
like,
So
what up, Q?
you go into a gun store and there's some new guy in there and he's holding a gun or a rifle and he starts whipping it around looking at the sights as he's pointing it at people in the gun store. He's flagging people.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So here's a fun one. Hopefully you guys rock with this one. A single stage trigger and a double stage trigger.
Oh Lord, you're getting.
I don't be knowing, bro. I don't be knowing.
So what is single and double? That was action.
No, yes, yeah, that's different. Single. God damn. You want me to get us?
No, don't do it. Big Zo, are you familiar with that?
Yeah, well, yeah, especially in the case of a 1911.
Double action, single action.
Well, not action though.
What do you mean? You're talking about a stage, like single stage, double stage.
Yeah.
You're talking about like rifle trigger. I thought he was talking about.
Yeah, because that deals with the kind of the stacking of the trigger, and sometimes that affects the smoothness of the trigger and the firing, because what it has to do, it has to go through all of the passive safeties. And in the case of a 1911 or something, one of the things that you have is they have the Series 70 and the Series 80. And so the Series 70, they've said that that's one of the ones that's really, really good because it doesn't have some of the other additional safeties and the trigger is a lot smoother. On the Series 80, then you have the other things like the grip safety, then the drop safety and all those other things and stuff. And so in order for all that stuff to go across, that means you have to stack the trigger and it's kind of a different trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. What is stacking? What is stacking though?
Explain what stacking is, Big Zo.
Yo,
Basically-
come on, hold on, time out. You,
This is why we're doing the live,
I
baby.
can't stand you. Tell me what stacking is. So let me can learn.
Basically, and basically, stacking is just some of the things that a gun does to have other safeties that prevent things like a P320, a SIG P320. They had to change up some of the triggers and stuff because it didn't pass the drop safety test, right? So if somebody drops it, sometimes it could go off, and it was like 1 out of 1,000 or whatever. So they had to change the trigger. They had to make the trigger stack a little bit harder so that the trigger wouldn't activate whenever the gun was actually dropped. That's a more modern example as opposed to a 1911. Now I got one for you, Billy. Whenever you get a minute,
Go ahead.
Yeah, can I give the definition for stacking?
Yes.
Stacking is defined as an increase in trigger pull weight towards the end of the trigger's rearward travel. That's what
okay.
stacking is.
Okay, I got you now.
yeah.
Got you.
Okay, one I have for you, Billy, is what about double action only? What is that?
What's
Double
that?
action only is.
Sorry, what are you asking?
I wouldn't ask nothing.
Bill?
That's not how computer be sounding. I thought it was a girl.
No, that's not computer.
Double action only, you said?
Yes.
That's when you're if I'm right, you'll pull the trigger every time with the hammer. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to cock back the hammer every
Nope.
time you pull the trigger.
No.
You pull the trigger without cocking the hammer each
That's
time.
right. That's right. Yeah, because
All right,
the hammer, in most cases, we have a gun that's double action only. The hammer cannot stay back in the cocked position. So basically, every time you pull the trigger, the hammer has to go back and come forward. Go back and come forward every time.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
That's
it's
double action only.
There's no way to cock it.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way to cock it.
I
The
don't
hammer
have
is not exposed.
Yeah, I don't have a double action only.
So single action only.
Mm-hmm.
Is,
Single action only. If you have a hammer, then what happens is the hammer has to be in the cocked position.
So that
Think of
first,
1911. Your 1911s generally are single action only.
single action only.
That's right.
Your 1911 A1s are single action only.
Like
That's
the like the K12, Billy.
Yo, cowboy guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't take that apart and show that. I'll show you one of those, but I can't
Yeah.
take
So generally your double action onlys have a heavier trigger pull because you have to go through both of those actions to get it to travel all the way back, and then once it fires, the hammer returns back to the forward position. It doesn't stay in a cock position or single action position.
Right. Right.
So
Okay. I got another one for you. Now, I don't expect anyone to get this one right.
mhm.
Okay, I don't expect anyone to get this one right, but maybe we can. Anybody ever heard of DAK, and what is that?
Yeah, that's a SIG action. So double action. I forget what the K stands for, but SIG.
Kellerman.
Say again.
It's the double action Kellerman.
Yeah, SIG did that for their Bundeswehr back in Germany, late 80s, early 90s, and continued to the 2000s. They stopped importing them. It was heavy on the 229s or 226s. They imported some into the U.S. in the early 2000s. They kind of went out of favor. They tried to sell them to some of the police departments, but the trigger action was too heavy and too long for some of the agencies because they got a lot of females in, everything else. So what did I win?
Actually, that's kind of true, but that's not the real definition.
Let me say something. For all you ladies out there,
Basically, and the easiest way I can describe a DAK trigger is basically the reverse of double action, single action. That's the easiest way to put it. Because what happens is when you first pick up a DAK gun and you pull that trigger, it's a relatively long trigger pull, but it's only like 5 pounds. Okay. And then the gun goes off. And then after that, the hammer goes back and it kind of comes forward. And then what you do is whenever you let go of it and you get right to that first reset and you go to pull that trigger back, it's actually 8 pounds.
Why in the hell would someone do that?
Man, let me tell you something. I own several guns that have that DAK trigger. You won't believe how accurate I am with that gun.
Really?
Oh my God! Because what happens is on the 8-pound trigger pull, it's a shorter pull, but it's a harder pull, and you got a good grip on that gun, and man, that makes the accuracy for me just out of this world.
Good.
In June, I'll bring a DAK gun.
I was gonna say that next time we see you, you gotta bring one.
Doesn't that long ass trigger pull? I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
DAK, let me tell you something. DAK is out of this world. If you ever tried it, you ever saw one, and you ever fired it, and if you ever got any accuracy out of it, oh my gosh.
Now I want to shoot it.
Philly Slow wanted to know the difference between stacking bullets and keyholing. Are you familiar with that?
I don't know any of this shit, Philly. I'm sitting here taking notes.
Maybe your drink is empty.
I know. I need to get some more to drink. I don't even know what's going
Guess
on.
he's talking about accuracy.
So I'm not sure if stacking bullets is an actual coin term or is it just freely used. I'm thinking of grouping.
That's what I'm thinking too. When he that's the only thing I can think of when I think of somebody keyhole or something. Is in terms of grouping.
Actually, in your precision shooting and everything else, and you're shooting when you do ammo loads, keyholing means that your bullet is going out unstable and it's turning sideways
and it's tumbling.
Yeah, it's tumbling or it's not stable in flight when it's hitting the target. So that's the term keyhole. Some people use that incorrectly or interchangeably, depending upon which circles you're in. Means that they're putting bullets on top of each other, stacking rounds on the target. So again, it goes back to what circles you're talking in, because sometimes we'll use stuff interchangeably and it just gets accepted.
I've heard people use keyhole like stacking, Joe.
Yeah.
People will say they'll say keyhole and then they're talking about stacking.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to know what they're talking about. So if you go like to bench press shooters and PRS dudes and dudes that's doing like low development on rifles, when they start talking about keyholing, they're talking about the bullet is getting unstable, whether it's entering the transonic zone or the velocity is too low or too high, or the jacket got spun off the bullet. That means it's unstable in flight and it's just like generally going sideways. It's not going perpendicular to the target.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that happen before. I've seen that happen before too, because the target looks funny. You can tell when it happens. The target looks funny.
Or like say like if you're shooting a rifle with a very slow twist and you got a heavy bullet, it's not going to stabilize on flight. It's going to look like someone that can't throw a football trying to throw a football.
Like it look like wounded duck.
Yeah. Be like, boy, you playing the O-line.
So is there anybody in the chat that is unfamiliar with double stack or single stack magazines?
Yeah, nope.
Bill, I thought you was gonna say motherfucking hamburgers.
Golly, I know about a double stack hamburger. Big Joe know about the triple stacks.
Actually, now they have the 1.5 stack, isn't it?
What the?
They got a quad stack too.
Same
yeah,
sound?
yeah, because that's what the Springfield Hellcat, the Glock 43 X is basically. It's not a double stack, it's not a single stack. It's more like what they call a stack and a half.
That's actually how the Glock 43X magazine is.
That's right.
So that's a double stack. I wish I could show you a better picture. This is a double stack magazine. And this is a single stack magazine.
That's right.
Single stack
And then a
means just
stack
that.
and a half.
They stack one on top of each other. It's a single stack. Double stack means as they go down, you saw it, they start sort of shifting. They sort of stack.
Jack, throw
side.
those up together side by side if you can.
Oh, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that.
Very nice.
Like me, I like my women double stack.
Yeah, me too.
Word.
Me too.
Word.
Let me go get another damn drink. I'm so over it.
Right.
You're full.
Nothing like a double stack.
Real deal likes a little extendo.
Damn it.
My God.
There's a lot of dudes that like the double stacks in there.
If you like double stack, hit that like button.
That's right. Hit that like button like a double stack. What else you got, Bill? I'm running out of show and tell. What else you got?
Oh shit! Sorry. All right. What?
What do you think about double stack?
Hey, listen. When we Bullyproof, what up? When we were in Nashville, not the first time I've heard about it, but the first time I've been around a squib load. Everybody familiar with that? And can
How you spell that first?
SQUIBLOAD. V-R-L.
Squib load can be dangerous.
That's right.
If you don't pay attention.
Extremely dangerous. If you don't know.
But it's not the most, to me, the squib malfunction is not the most dangerous on the range.
I will disagree because a squid load could be dangerous if you decide to pull that trigger again.
Right, and that's why I said to me it's not the most dangerous. Now it is dangerous if you're not paying attention. You'll know you got a squib because something won't sound right. The pressure, and if you're paying attention, the pressure won't sound right. And if you're shooting at a particular sort of target, nothing is gonna happen. You're like, wait a minute, I heard something go off, I heard a pop, but nothing actually came out of the gun.
Yeah, pop.
So is that when a one bullet gets stuck and then you pull the trigger again, and now you got a barrel full of
no. So
you got a bullet that has nowhere to go.
Right. The second bullet isn't the squib. The squib is the first round that went off, and the actual bullet never made it all the way out of the barrel.
all the way through the barrel.
So it just sort of gets stuck in there. And if you were to pull the trigger again, what can happen is the pressure has nowhere to go, so your gun could blow up in your hand. Basically.
Okay.
Now, if you get lucky, the second bullet may push the other one out, but I wouldn't be trying to do that. So So it's dangerous. You got to pay attention to it because you can't. It's hard to hear, especially you got on hearing protection and everything. You may not, if you're not paying attention, you may not. It could cause you an issue. But that's a problem. But the thing for me that's the worst on the range is
But the easiest way to detect a squib load most of the time is you don't feel any recoil with the bullet because normally it doesn't have as much of a charge on it. It doesn't have the appropriate amount of powder.
Well,
Kenny, what up, unicorn lady? What up?
You have enough where it'll eject around, and then that's why you have to be paying attention.
Yeah,
if you're not paying attention. Guys have done that. It seems fine. You somewhere shooting at some target that you can't really see. Like if I'm standing at 5 yards and I'm shooting at a shooting C target or any other target, and I pull the trigger and nothing happens, and I see there's no hole, but the gun went off. You heard it go off. The casing ejected, but. So I may have a squib. Then you got to start looking and seeing what's going on.
Or maybe you miss, Zach. I don't know. You don't miss at 5 yards.
At 5 yards, generally, no. But I'm just saying, those are some of the things that you would have to look out for. Because the squib can be very dangerous because the gun. That's why you always wear your hearing protection. You always wear your eye protection because the gun, the gun may blow up and you may get some metal in your cheek or whatever. But that stuff can heal. You lose your eye, you fucked up. So that's why you always wear your eye protection. So you may have a little scratch.
I got one for you.
Eye?
No, eye. Wow, you funny guy.
You can't afford to get nobody eye. You can't afford to get nobody eye.
Let's
I knew it was coming. Not the ham eye.
Damn it, Skilly, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do anybody know the difference between a threaded barrel and a non-threaded barrel?
Yeah, one's threaded, one's not.
Yeah, I think
There you go. You don't get no more.
oh
You
my
don't get
God,
more
turn
simpler
on
than
the
that.
camera.
Damn,
No simpler than that.
you ain't lying.
That's a perfect explanation.
Billy, I love you, man, but I can't resist, man. God damn.
Yeah, right.
I know the
But for me, real deal, the most dangerous malfunction on the round to me in terms of a bullet is a hang fire.
What's
Because a
that?
hang fire, most people do not handle them properly. You pull the trigger,
Yeah, they don't wait.
the gun goes click, and then they start fooling around with the gun.
And
Yeah.
it goes
Mess
off.
around and fool around with the gun. You got a primer that's messed up or it's burning slow or something, and boom, you know, shot yourself in the face, shot yourself in the hand, shot somebody else, shit like that. That's the most dangerous malfunction, in my opinion, is a hang fire. And
Yeah.
I've never had one before, but I know how to handle it. You take it, the gun goes off. You take the gun, I take it. You keep the gun pointed down range,
Right.
and I give it about 30 seconds or so, because by that time that should have gone off, and you may even make it a little bit, even a little bit more. Then drop your mag, rack that round out of there, and keep moving.
Yep. One time I had a revolver where the hammer came down and it struck the side of the primer before it fully indexed.
Wow.
And I tell you what, you talking about having a baby right there.
See, man?
And the
Man,
thing
what up?
is all I see is this 357 Magnum with this hammer strike right out the center, right off center from the primer, right on the edge of the primer. I was so glad that didn't go off.
Was your cylinder out of time or something?
It somehow it just didn't index right. Yeah, it wasn't in time and stuff. And hey, guess what? The next day I got rid of that gun.
Timing was off.
Yeah.
That can happen. You've seen guys do that. They'll be somewhere. I've only seen videos. I've never seen it happen in front of my face. The gun will go click. They just start. First thing they start doing is fooling around with the gun and boom, and they shot themselves in the hand.
Yeah.
I mean, you just give it some time and wait and see what happens. And then, like I say, 30 seconds should be enough time. If it take longer than for it to burn in 30 seconds, somebody done give you some shit intentionally to shoot yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
right.
that's why.
Zach, what up,
That's
Unique?
why I don't like buying
What up,
used
Zach?
guns at a gun store. Is
Yep,
because
And
people
for
have
me,
issues with them.
that's
Instead of
why
sending
I don't
back,
own the
get
Smith
fixed.
& Wesson Model 686 because that was the revolver it was. I don't want to turn around and buy that revolver again.
It might have just been out of time. And that happens with revolvers. They get out of time. It might have just been out of time. You can get that fixed.
Kenny, what's popping?
Kenny, what up?
That was the Smith & Wesson Big Fish Little Boat Model 686.
I want that gun.
Now?
Not his, but I want a 686.
Yep.
Everybody can make a lemon.
Yep. Any gun company can make a bad gun. You just if it's a real bad gun company, you hear about it a lot more. But there's guns that do all types of crazy stuff. You're like, what the fuck why is this doing this? And it's a good quality firearm. It's just sometimes things can happen, man. If a man can build it, then the shit can fail. That's just how that goes.
So I have one for everybody, since we're talking about revolvers.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between a speed loader and a jet?
You said a speed loader and a jet?
Yeah.
Now I know what a speed loader is, but jet, I'm not familiar with that phrase.
jet.
Yeah. What's a jet? Real deal.
So a jet and a speed loader look the same. A speed loader, you put all the bullets. Here, hang on a second.
At one time.
Let me give you my fancy. So here's a cylinder on the revolver, and then the speed loader has the bullets. You stick it in there, right?
Uh-huh.
And then a speed loader, you twist it, and then all the bullets drop off.
Right.
A jet does the same thing, but you push a button and all the bullets drop down.
I did not know that.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
That's
Now, I have heard of speed strips and speed loaders.
Strips are nice too.
Well, that's a subtle difference, but shit, I didn't know. Thank you. I did not know that, real deal. I don't remember that forever. Shit.
I think there's something called a rasp. You ever hear that?
Nope.
It's very similar, but they're on a straight piece. It's like a piece of rubber.
That's a speed strip.
Speed strip.
Speed strip. Very, I
Okay.
guess so. and you'll do a 2x2, and
Yeah,
you strip
two
off.
and then
Yeah.
peel, two, then peel. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I carry a revolver, I carry a speed strip in my pocket because they lay flat.
Yeah.
All right. So nobody. So you don't have no printing going on.
Yeah.
All right. Do me a favor, y'all. Help me and Skilly out, and let me know what ACP means.
All right.
Automatic Colt pistol.
Thank you, Big Zo.
For the win.
45 ACP.
Oh,
Thank you, Big Zo.
Skilly, did you know that?
no, I didn't. I just learned something.
I knew it, but I completely forgot.
All right. So Big Zo, here's another one for you. Since you're doing GAP, what's GAP stand for?
Glock automatic pistol. And that's specifically for Glock. And what was that model they had? It was a 45 GAP that Glock made, and I forgot the model number. But
Yeah. So did Glock, because nobody got no damn GAP.
Yeah. Nobody's got a. But what it was is it was a 45 caliber, but the case was shorter so that it could fit in the torsional dimensions of a 9mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was on the road tonight. In terms of firearms, that's what a GAP is. We know what a GAP is. A lot of us like a GAP. But he talking about in terms of Glock.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Glock tried to corner the law enforcement market with that.
Didn't
I'm
work.
sure they did.
It didn't work at all. Yep. Now you can't even find ammo for that. And the bad part is you can't convert it to a 45 ACP because the chamber isn't long enough.
Long enough.
It's messed up.
Well, that's gonna. People are gonna be saying that here in another couple of years about that 30 super carry. You just can't find the ammo for it.
Yeah, that was a round that they made that to fix a problem that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Solution, no problem.
Yep. Or 327 Federal Magnum.
I heard of that. We were talking about that. Remember, we were talking about that the other day, Billy. That 327. I didn't know that existed. I was somewhere researching something, but I saw a 327 Magnum.
That's right.
Taurus makes
It's a revolver caliber, and Ruger actually has that on their LCR brand of revolvers, and it actually holds 6 rounds instead of 5 rounds with the 357 Magnum. Mm-hmm. So it's just a little bit smaller.
No,
What's that? I know there's a rule against hunting wild animals with a certain type of round.
So in Ohio, the only way you can hunt like game animals with varmint animals, you can use a varmint round. Doesn't matter. But with game animals in Ohio, you have to use a straight wall cartridge.
Same here in Indiana.
Familiar with that?
You have to have
if I do go deer hunting, I use a 357 Magnum. That's what my
straight wall cartridge is like a 350 Legend.
Or either like Real Dude said, 44. You might find a rifle that has used a
44, 30,
30, like that. I don't have an AR bullet. I will show you.
Bill, I think what you're talking about is a lot of states restrict hunting with full metal jackets because they do unnecessary harm to the animal. So you got to use some type of expanding bullet, whether it's a hollow point, which really isn't recommended, or some type of lead tip bullet, something that's going to expand.
But
a lot of places they don't let you use lead in your bullets because it may end up in a river or something.
That's California, man. I hunt with lead all the time.
I never heard that here in Ohio.
I just you said you can't hunt with a hollow point.
Deer.
What do you mean you can't hunt with
deer with fucking lead?
All right. Perfect one. Anybody in the chat who is unfamiliar with the term recoil?
Oh.
You laughing, Zo? You laughing? It'd be true.
There's people who, because I'm going to tell you something.
Big fish.
And Gina was here, and this was Gina's first time shooting.
She did a great job.
And what Gina said to me was, she said, I can tell the difference in the kickback of the gun. That's what she said. So what I said to us, oh, you mean the recoil? So, oh, okay. There's a lot of people who don't. They don't. I mean, they'll call it something else. I had a lot of people say kickback.
Yeah.
And it's the correct phrase for it is recoil. Some people don't know. I understand what they're talking about because at one time I said kickback too.
Yeah, but that goes back to what I said earlier. There's what we've grown up with and what we've just accepted through exposure, Hollywood, songs, whatever, than what it actually is. So you're smart enough to know what they mean. You can code switch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but that's when it comes to like gun terms, I try not to code switch, Joe. I try not to. I like to. I take educating our community in terms of guns very fucking serious.
Well, and we have to, because like one of the worst things we can do is be that individual that goes into a gun store that don't see a lot of us in there, and we go in there and we talk, oh, I want this, I want that, and now we just left that bad impression of the first impression, and it's hard to that. If that makes sense.
I go in the store and talk shit because usually most of the guys that work at a gun store know what they're talking about anyway.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. You know, but that's one of those things. If I get a 21-year-old, a 22-year-old, the only exposure they've had to guns was Jersey Drive, whatever the hottest movie is now, the latest rap song.
He showed his age. He said Jersey Drive.
That was VHS. Joe Vaughn, that was VHS.
Yeah, the VCO.
No, that shit was Betamax.
Hey, man, don't judge me.
Don't judge me, bro. I understand totally. Don't judge me.
My friend had a
No
Jersey Drive
judgment.
poster on his wall on 2nd Avenue. AJ.
Oh yes. I thought AJ was your cousin.
Am I my brother's keeper? No.
That's like Big Fish at Call of Duty. A lot of kids, you'd be surprised. You start saying stuff to them, and they start relating stuff back to Call of Duty, and I'm like, oh, so you do know about that gun because they play a lot of Call of Duty.
I tell you an interesting thing that I went through in my early purchase days. They say, you know, I'd be looking for a gun or whatever. So, you know, what kind of gun? You looking for something like for plinking? And I'm like, for plinking? No, like that's for children. Like plinking, I'm thinking is like BB guns and 22s. I'm like, no, like a 9mm. They're like, yeah, for plinking or whatever. Took me a long time to realize what plinking actually is.
I still don't know what it is. We gave
bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you.
Do it all the time.
Plinking generally is static shooting, generally like just at a target, not moving, just at a range, plinking around. It's almost like a slang because it doesn't have a real definition.
Everybody points. Everybody points.
Yeah.
So when you're just shooting at the target,
just at the range and shooting.
You're not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Stationary.
Mm-hmm. I do. Oh my God.
What up, Pimp?
Hey, Pimp. And Mirror, I'm calling Geneva right now. He did do something. That's why I told him I'm calling Geneva right now.
Ain't like pimping.
Yep. Well, Geneva, I swear to God.
What up, man?
Mike, what up? What up? Pimp, what's going on, young lady?
And Big Tap is right. Is you go to a gun store talking about kickback, they try to sell you. They'll try to sell you something what they consider to be something that's an inferior product. That's what they'll do. I'm not gonna call out no names. I saw what you put there, but I ain't gonna disparage no company. So yeah, they'll try to sell you something that they consider to be like a lesser grade weapon. It's true. That's when you start learning. When you first go in, it's different. But when you start learning and you know your shit, then you start talking about shit. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I know you didn't know. That's why I start talking shit to you because you assume that I don't know. And I know more than you. So I like doing that. Though. That's my own personal thing.
The other week, I was at the tractor store, and I was looking for a light.
True, Big Fish.
I was looking for a battery for my red dot, and the young clerk there was like, "What battery are you looking for?" And I'm like, "The 6032." I said, "I need it for my red dot for my handgun." He's like, "Oh, I just bought one because I don't like it. I'm gonna save up for another one." He goes, "I just bought a Sky used for $300."
Huh?
What?
What?
Yeah,
Somebody saw him. Somebody saw him coming, boy. Ooh, they saw him.
Yeah, exactly. It's his first gun.
He said 12 o'clock.
And I was like, okay, man. I said, practice with it. He goes, I can't. It jams every time I pull the trigger. And I'm like, well, I said, there's some really good guns out there that you don't have to spend a fortune for. And I gave him some names like Panic and stuff. So
tell him to get a Bursa. There you go. He can start moving up.
Yeah.
Hey, Bursa doing their thing now.
Yeah, Bursa has
Bursa.
has some nice at Shot Show. Man, Bursa has some nice stuff, man. I hadn't seen before. Bursa has some shit that I didn't know they made.
But he's
They had 300 blackout AR pistols and all type of stuff. I didn't know Bursa made that stuff, man. They had a lot of stuff.
I'm just
Bursa trying to come up, and they got some nice looking shit. Look like a P320.
Yeah, they do. What was that one that they had? What was that one they had, Billy? That was like 320 styles or whatever. I forget the name of it. It looked nice. It was FDE. It looked all pretty. It was a real nice gun.
Man, I did a whole damn video on that shit too. I forget what it's called. The Bursa.
Something PX was the PX9, was it, or MC9 or
TP?
something?
I think it was TP, something like that. Let me go look in my own channel and shit. But yeah, that was a nice nice
That
video.
ain't a fun gun, Fish. That ain't a fun gun, man. Ain't nothing funny about a lever action.
TPR now.
You learn how to use a lever action properly, you can get busy. I don't know,
Man, you
boom.
can't get busy with it.
That is another phrase that a lot of people, I'm sure, are like, what that means.
What a lever action is.
Bolt action. We say it so many, we slide by it. So a lever action is there's an actual lever on the bottom of the gun that you would stick generally your four, enough space for your four fingers to go in, and
Pour down on
you pull down. Sorry, I look like a damn fool. You'll pull down that lever to eject around as an extractor, or to eject around out.
Real deal, can you show us? Put Real Deal on the big screen so he can show this, because he does.
There you go.
Oh, this shit gonna be good.
Oh
Real
yeah,
Deal.
lever action and certified.
Real Deal.
Demonstrate the lever action, Real Deal.
So first of all, I'm gonna start off. The lever action is the first AR America ever owned. If it wasn't for lever action, we wouldn't have anything else. It was the first semi-automatic gun. It wasn't semi-automatic. But lever action is when you have a rifle, you take your first three fingers, because the fourth finger is going to be on the trigger, and the thumb stays up. And you put it into the loop, and then you pull down like this. And when you do, like Billy was saying, it ejects the shell. And when you bring it back up, it reloads the bullet in. Then you pull the trigger, and you just keep repeating.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Because Billy was doing all of this.
Yeah, Billy was like this.
Yeah, Billy was like
throwing up
Billy was
Billy
gangbanging. He was gangbanging.
Somebody's supposed to be a family channel.
Real Deal. Do that one more time. Real Deal. Look. No, not the gang signs. Oh man.
And the bolt action.
What's the other one? Bolt action.
I can't show you that because then I have to show you the whole gun.
Yeah.
Lever actions are so cool. These companies are taking them and trying to make them all tactical. That's not cool. Lever action.
Okay. What about pump action?
Yeah, I can't show you that either because I have to show you the whole gun.
Here go Hot Tub Tony now.
Yeah, hot tub. We're talking about in terms of guns, pump action.
Pump action.
You just got to keep pumping it.
You know what?
Most women don't like action. he said he can demonstrate pump action.
There you go. You want me to show you what a pump action is? No.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was good. I'll say it different. I knew it was on its way.
You said, Rip Curl, you said your home less lethal shotgun is a lever action 12 gauge? That's less lethal? Goddamn.
Why is that less lethal?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, it's like bird shot.
I'll tell you something about that. You know, John Mosen never wanted to design that gun, but he was kind of forced to. Well, they gave him so much money he couldn't say no to.
Oh yeah, that always happens.
My tech.
They came and said, "We want you to design the lever action shotgun," and he's like, "I'm getting ready to release the pump shotgun. It's going to be obsolete." And they're like, "We want you to make it anyway." So they paid him money, and he made it.
What do you say? I guess it's got rubber bullets in it. Is that why it's less lethal?
Now, if it's like birdshot, it might be less. It's still lethal, but maybe.
That's what I'm saying. You can't call birdshot. You can't call birdshot less lethal. If I shoot you in the face with birdshot, it's a problem. Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Zach, last time you said something like this, it went left. Don't do this, Zach.
Zach,
I'm talking to Billy. Billy
I got
don't
another
ain't
question.
Hey, Zach,
I got another good question. And what do they call this whenever you have a 12 gauge shotgun and you have birdshot? What is the birdshot held in there with?
A wad.
Yeah. The wad.
And you shoot your wad.
Big Zoe just trying to make motherfuckers do
Right.
Hey, you ever go out there and
Big Zoe, you nasty. You nasty. Big Zoe nasty.
shotgun? What do you call that? What do you call that? Real deal. When you shoot a shotgun that clays, what do you call that?
Clay shooting.
Damn it.
Skeet. Hey, Skeet. Oh, Skeet. That's Skeeting.
Oh,
Pull, then you was Skeet shooting.
That's right.
Hello, Geneva. Money.
What up,
Fancy J.
J3, what up?
Family show me. Ain't nothing wrong with. Hey, listen, I like skeet shooting. Skeeting is fun.
Hey, ski
This
shooting
is a
is a
firearm.
skill. You gotta shoot.
Even ladies like skeeting.
Hey, you gotta shoot
Can
at
you
a moving
explain to
target.
people what skeet is, though? Because some people
Skeet?
don't know.
Now,
what
how technical do you want me to get?
The gun-
Can you explain what skeeting is?
Shoot Neil, sir, please, for the people that don't know. It's shooting at a moving object. That's the best way to explain it.
God damn it.
Hot Top, I'm scared too.
Hot Top, man. We got like 2 minutes,
Hot
man.
Top, I'm so scared.
Got
Where you
one
going?
hot tub coming up.
Don't be scared. What about Cass?
Control V.
That's what I
First things
just
first.
pressed.
gotta put your finger on.
Tap in. This is when you back up.
He backed up.
New York Outcast, what up?
Hot Top said all he needs is 2
right.
minutes. That's all he needs.
Do what?
All you need is 2 minutes.
Motherfucker was here early. God, you better not have that goddamn mask on, Hot Tub. You better not.
Hey man, don't tempt me with a good time.
Hot Top, I missed you. Where you been at?
I've been working. That got me on night shift now.
Oh, he on
You
night
don't work
shift.
too hard.
He rides the early mornings with me now. Huh?
No, Auntie still out on. I can't ride with you, Auntie. You gotta say that different.
Right. You riding the early mornings with me now. No.
No, Auntie, I can't do that.
Oh my God.
So Erica,
What
you
you
want me
ride?
to explain Skeet to you?
Yes,
You don't want no
Hot Top.
shit. Go to sleep, Erica.
Really, I'm part of this damn lies. Jesus.
Let that woman be educated.
So to understand Skeet, you got to understand the pumps. You understand the pump?
Wait, Urban, I need you on the screen with me.
Inevitably, the pump leads to the Skeet.
What time is it in Canada, Urban? Hold on. Come on in here.
That is true. Inevitably, the pump does lead to the skeet if you're doing it right.
If
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
it right, if you know what you're doing.
Double action or single action?
I had double.
Double, man.
Double.
I don't just Skeet one time. I like to Skeet multiple times.
Most people do.
What time is it? Damn it.
But is your sec? I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind.
If your aim is good with your Skeet, it'll break in a million pieces. It'll just be everywhere. You see Skeet all over.
All over.
All up in you.
Skeet everywhere.
Yeah, Skeet can get all up in you. Now that again.
Why
That might
everybody's
be
sleeping on
that might be another problem.
Why are we the only one?
Depending on who you with, that could be another problem.
Well, Erica, you got a couple of kids. I assume you understand the concept of Skeet.
Yeah.
I do. Trust me.
Damn. Somebody asked a real question. Rip Crow, my
What?
bad. All right. The difference between trap and Skeet. Damn. Is there a difference?
That's when they can't leave.
Right.
There you go.
Right. Trap is when they can't leave.
So when you got trapped, that's when I got on the mask. That's when you got trapped.
Nah, hey, actually, Billy, that's real easy, man. Traps when you got them in the huckabucker, you got their motherfucking foot on their neck.
There it is. There it is. That's the greatest thing I'll say ever.
You got them broke down like a double barrel shotgun. Over and under, baby. you got put them down like a double barrel over and under.
Hey,
Charles Henry, what? I don't fucking know no more, man. We was on
Look here. You make sure you play with the trigger till you hit the wall.
Yeah, make sure you lube it.
There you go.
So I guess
They have no dry
to have
trigger.
for a real, there's trap, skeet, and sporting plays. There's three separate things.
Well, which one you do, Zach?
I like them all.
So, what's your favorite load?
Well, it depends on what I was eating and how much I drank that day.
That's kind of a heavy feel kind of guy.
If I was drinking a lot that day, if I was drinking a lot, then the load kind of heavy. You know, for y'all who don't know that, if you drink a whole lot of fluid, you know that helps with your load. Remember that.
I know. Hot Tub Tony, he uses them slugs, don't you, Hot Tub?
Big slugs. Big slugs every time.
Hey.
Listen,
Make sure you're well hydrated.
God did something.
Speaking
God
of-
is supposed to do now.
Speaking
Is
of
it rifled or smooth?
Hey, I know you be out there.
What's going on, Zach?
Zach, what's going on, buddy?
He got him trapped in the room right now.
Hi, Minto. Thank you, Minto. Billy, put up Minto's comment. Put up Minto's comment. There you go. So for anybody who really wanted to know.
Now I know.
See, I didn't know the
Skeet
difference.
comes across and then trap is.
For anybody who really wants to know.
Eric, I got a feeling you knew Skeet go side to side. I believe you didn't know
My
that.
Skeet go away from me, bro. my Skeet don't go so to side. Damn
Hey,
it.
Geneva, that's pineapple juice. You ain't shooting no rock salt either.
Yeah, no rock though. That can be painful.
Oh,
There
God.
was a screen thug like empty the clip.
If that's how you like to do it, Mira, there's no wrong way to ski.
Nope. Whatever makes you comfortable.
There it is.
That's right. That's right. And make sure you bring some extra ammo, too.
That's right, because you don't want to mess around. You don't want to mess around the ammo, then it'd be all fucked up day. You might talk about you. You might talk about you on the range. You know what I mean?
Man, you guys ever lose one of your bullets?
I ain't never lost no bullet.
I ain't never lost one.
I always knock them down.
Misplaced.
I know
You ain't
exactly
never
where they
misplaced?
go.
Right.
They go exactly in the target every time. Now my target may be different places, but it's always gonna meet that target.
Billy,
No
you better
squiggling
check your
around.
range bag, man. Check your range bag.
What time is it? What time is it?
Don't shoot
I'm
too.
checking my
Right,
range
Howard
bag,
J.
right?
Don't shoot too early. You don't want to have a negligent discharge. That could be a problem.
Don't squeeze that trigger when you have to.
That could be a problem.
They talk about my bag.
Right, my bad.
That was a hair trick.
Something about Mary.
Got the baffle.
Can't have no hair trigger. I don't have one of those.
Geneva, that is correct. You are correct. You need to drink a lot of water.
Skillet, don't be telling everybody you got a hair trigger, bruh.
Yeah, don't do that, Skillet. Don't
That's
say no
not a
shit
good-
like that.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
Walking down the street. Skillet,
You
what's wrong?
want a nice long double action trigger.
Hey, Geneva, it's
Wait,
all
hey Zach, what you got, brother?
What I got? What?
Nothing.
We're talking about little Zach.
Not you, Zach. I don't want to know what
Zach.
kind you
Oh,
got.
okay. We're talking about little Zach.
also you got a squib load.
That sounds painful.
Very painful.
You ain't lying, boy. You get a squib load in,
that.
buddy. You've had a
Damn,
bad
you get a
day.
squib load. Ooh, man. Talk about
Ooh.
jumping around. Oh, man.
It'd be backed up all up in you.
Get yourself pregnant.
Then he said I gotta disinfect my guns. Oh my gosh.
It's horrible. Can we
You don't
go
want
on
a dirty gun.
Well, that's okay. You
Hey.
need to clean your gun. Everybody should be cleaning their guns.
That's right. Clean your
You're
gun.
well lived, good and lubed.
I hope everybody left here tonight with something educational, informative, and positive.
They're gonna leave here with something.
It's all
And you can apply it to your life.
all
Every time we
education. You
say
can
it.
apply it all to your life.
Right? Yes, you can.
Has anybody noticed whenever all these terms comes out, we were mostly talking about shotguns.
It's weird like that.
Skeet, wads, buckshot, double barrel.
Give her double load.
Shotguns are a beautiful
Because
thing.
the shotgun is powerful. That's why.
Look, hey,
That's
Joe,
blowing you back.
a little over under, a little side by side.
Uh-huh.
Side by side.
Over under, double barrel. You know,
Don't leave with nobody's ever
Pump.
girl.
That's
sometimes you
right.
gotta
That's
pump
right.
it.
Hey, sometimes you got just a single shot.
That's right.
Listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You better make
Sometimes
that
you got
single shot
16
work.
gauge.
Right,
Goddamn.
make that single shot count.
That's right. That's right. You get a 10 gauge shotgun. What do they call that?
What they call it?
You call that
A
a
hog
hog.
leg.
A hog leg. Uh-oh.
I guess I got a 10
They also
gauge.
call it a thunder stick.
That's when
That's
when
it.
you're fancy.
All right,
That's fancy.
I'm out of here, y'all.
Thunder
We
stick hog
did
leg.
so well today. We did so well.
We was trying. Hey,
Eric
unique
can get it.
you typing something up? I'll wait for you. Yeah, got you.
Wait a second.
I got you.
Let me tell you, but you want to know something, Billy?
Yes, sir.
The way to make people remember things is to relate it to something. I guarantee. So we start joking at the end and we start saying different things, but there's somebody who's going to remember some phrase that we said because we associated with something that was funny or you may consider nasty. Because none of it is nasty. The shit is true. We make it nasty. They take it and relate it. They're going to remember that. They're going to be somewhere and they're going to remember that because of what we said about it and because it was funny and it's relatable.
It's never nasty. It's always
Don't ever short stroke your pump.
That's
no,
right.
never short stroke it. Always
short
long stroke it.
Long stroking is the best.
Long and slow stroke.
That's right.
Hey, but can you ride the slide?
Huh?
Is it okay if she ride the slide?
Well, that's fine.
I prefer she do that.
You can ride the slide all you want, bro.
As long as you lube it.
Hey, say that different. Say that all the way different.
Yeah, Billy, you said that kind of
That didn't
that
sound right, Billy.
sound like an invitation.
Yeah.
Say that different, man.
God,
That's
damn.
right, boy. You don't be putting out no rock salt.
No,
Billy,
no.
you just made it weird, man.
God
We were
damn
having
it,
a
Billy.
good conversation, and you just made everything weird now.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Go back to Plink and Erica, man.
Somebody gonna be at the range talking about ski. What?
Go ahead, Zach. It's on you. It's on you.
Oh, trust me. Don't get me started on Skeet. I live with Skeet all night long.
Well, damn, Zach. I mean, well, damn.
Damn, Zach.
Hey,
All night
Zach,
long?
Zach,
All night long, you skiing?
press that shit one more time, sir. Please. Damn it.
Oh, trust me. Don't get me started on Skeet. I live with Skeet all night long.
I quit. I ain't just no more of those hits. Damn it.
Oh, I'm done.
My boy.
Hey, listen, y'all. I had a hell of a time. I learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm crying.
I absorbed
My pleasure.
so much information. I'm much appreciative of the community that we all stand in.
Right?
And we love y'all, man.
Wait, Gina, don't go to the range talking about Zach can we ski. That's
We're gonna erase that part of the live. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the evening.
Peace.
All right.
We'll
Peace,
see y'all
y'all.
later.
Peace.
That was